Campaign Casters is a fantasy-filled, heavy player-populated podcast for adults. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Hail, travelers, adventurers, and heroes well met. Welcome to Campaign Casters, a high fantasy TTRPG podcast designed to introduce you to your fictional home away from home. My name is Haven Joseph-Lyon, and I will be your caster master for today.
But we are a heavy player-populated party of not adventurers, but investigators, trying to make a name for ourselves in a big city, where this campaign will be run by 2 DMs and introducing a new 5th edition class known as the Runecaster.
If you enjoy this second episode of ours, please give a review of what you thought. If we make it to 1,000 reviews, tune in at the end of the episode to find out what additional content we will release that you can be a part of. Before we dive into the episode, a quick note. We experienced a technical issue that affected the audio quality of this episode. Since then, the Campaign Casters team has worked diligently to resolve the issue, and future episodes will return to the high-quality sound that you expect. Thank you for your understanding, and we hope you enjoy Campaign Casters Episode 2.
I am Nicholas Bailey, and I play Elxador Venades.
I'm Heath Chase, and I play Sig Valang.
I am Jake Taylor, and I'm playing Brian Smith.
I am Adam Fox, and I'm playing Leo.
I am Sophia Condit, and I'm playing Lycan.
And I'm Ari Bardak Mitchell, and I'm playing Gail of the House of the Solstice.
And I'm Nissa Stone, a.k.a. Haven Joseph-Lyon. That's right, I'm Nissa Stone playing Haven Joseph-Lyon.
We were so close. So close.
Alrighty, without further ado, we present to you Campaign Casters. Last time, our heroes found themselves on the streets chasing down a carriage with Triple Threat, also known by their actual names, Belis Fen, the jester-like character with the jack-in-the-box that would shoot boxing gloves of purple-orange arcane magic, Tolt Oskalad, the big hulking 9-foot-tall earth genasi with a battering ram turned into a bazooka, and Percy Wellhale, the rogue-like dark metal armored up rogue. that was leading the charge. As you all defeated the triple threat, you met a couple different people, Callista Ildris and Leslie, or Les Valmir, who were different members of the Agoshan Watch, which is the sort of police officers of this area and in Chronomanther itself. And we all got to meet Riker, who was the boss, who was a gnomon man with sideburns that look like Mr. Fantastic and brown hair and all of the accoutrements. And you made your way to Temptations as a group, for the most part, to relax after a big battle, while we had Gael go off to the Talona district, outside the Eskrit district, which is where everyone else was, and you went to the House of the Solstice, where you were able to get a couple health potions, and you ran into Toby and dodged out of the way. We then joined back with the rest of the group as they were in the Eskrit district, where you learned of a multitude of things. You learned that in the newspapers being sold that the oceans or the water is starting to go gray for some reason. From the city of Strathfos, that's where it was reported, and that's where they found out about it, which is a sister town to the republic that is Chronomanther itself. You also saw an Infernonaut, this hulking construct made by Herthis, the goddess of rebirth and flame herself, with a blue flame in it, meaning it is searching for a rekindled, a construct made to be given a second chance after the Great War. It had a blue flame that was tracking that rekindled, but you saw no rekindled to find. Before you made your way back, what ended up happening was, Brian, you felt something tug on your coat. And as you did, you looked down to see this sort of haggled 3-foot creature known as a Kilmuli with a small little trunk that went down his chin, scraggled hair, and slitted orange eyes as he asked for gold. And as he asked for gold, Leo freaked out and prestidigitationed a bunch of gold coins that turned out to be not real, which seemed to upset this little creature, as Brian gave a gold coin to him and he said, "Thank you kindly, sir." And he walked off after tapping Leo on his leg. You all made your way back and we went over to Little Guy Private Eye, your agency and your headquarters. But before everyone else could make it there, we went and followed Gael as they got there 10 minutes prior. Where, as soon as they walked in to the lounge area near the secretary's desk, you found a small hobgoblin girl sitting on the chair in the corner of the room. With pale red skin and dark brown hair tied back into a twin tail style, she has purple eyes and is wearing a beaten orange dress that seemed to fade over many years of use. As Gael saw her, she locked eyes with Gael and stopped swaying her dangling feet, lifting herself off of the chair, running over and saying, "Hello. My name is Sayor Melwin, and I need to hire you." And that's where we begin our session. So, Gael, you see Sayor, right beneath you. She's about, I want to say currently she's, a lot of people are 3 foot tall right now. She's about three foot tall. She's a 5-year-old. You see as Sayor looks up to you and just says, "I need to hire you."
Oh, I'm not really in charge of that. I'm hired by Riker. His office is over there. Did you check it? Gail's just wildly uncomfortable. Clearly does not know how to deal with children.
You see as Sayor looks around and goes, "Oh, well, I didn't know if I was allowed behind the secretary's desk."
No, that is very astute of you, Sayor.
Yeah, Sayor.
Yes.
She smiles up to you.
Gail's gonna go check if Riker is there.
Yeah. You start walking back towards Riker's window. You see the marbled glass with the italicized font of Riker.
I'm gonna knock on the door.
You don't hear a response.
I'm gonna try the handle. Does it open?
You open it to see red string strewn across the room, connecting from wall to wall to wall to wall to wall, until the point it becomes so jumbled that you can't tell what actually is the start of this yarn and where it ends. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Gail.
A dirty 20.
Great. With a dirty 20, you're able to see this room to the left has Riker's little desk, and on all of the walls, there's a bunch of different clothespins that are keeping things attached to the walls themselves. And all of these different pictures are of different gnomes, which, as you're sitting here thinking about it, you think to yourself, when was the last time I saw a gnome other than Riker in the city of Chronophobia?
Gail sort of stands there for a moment, very stunned, and then feeling like they have just seen something that they're not supposed to see. They're going to very gently shut the door and walk back into the lounge.
As you see Sayor kicking her little legs.
So he's not here now.
All right.
But our other investigators should be back shortly, and hopefully he will be as well. And what do you need help with?
Oh, thanks for asking. I was wondering if you could find my big brother.
Is he missing?
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, very into the information, Gail pulls out their journal and starts taking notes. He disappeared. Do you have any idea of when? Where he might have?
Well, he hasn't been back to our house in, I think, 3 days. He came in and he left, and he said that he had to take care of something, but I mean, he seemed a little frantic.
Very interesting. Well, I'm sure we'd all like to help you get your brother back.
So I can hire you?
Yeah, I'm sure that this is something that Riker would be interested in. Probably. I'm not really the person to ask.
Oh wait. Well, I'll wait here.
You see as she just stands and just waits. She crosses her arms.
You can sit if you'd like, or not. That's fine as well.
All right.
You see as she gets back up on the chair, her legs dangling.
Gail is going to very gingerly, just like keeping an eye on this child, sit down on one of. I don't know if there's like a chair in the lounge or.
Oh yeah, there's like a couple.
Whatever is closest to Sayor, and just start like scribbling things in their journal and waiting.
Yeah, you see as Sayor just for a while out of boredom just kind of starts looking around and kind of like touches one of the tables and starts moving some stuff across it.
I would say not to touch things that don't belong to you.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I don't.
You see as they kind of like look down at her lap.
Gail also looks down at their lap, just so uncomfortable.
And as this tension is cut, you see as the door begins to open and the rest of you walk in.
Riker!
As you walk in, you see not Riker, but to the right of the door, you see Gail sitting next to a small hobgoblin girl sitting with her feet dangling off the chair, looking down at her lap.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Is Riker here?
Not yet. I don't know where he is. I knocked on his office door, and he didn't answer, so I assume he just hasn't gotten back yet. But we have... This girl wants to hire us for...
You see she nods her head, really excited.
Yes, would you like to explain the situation?
My name is Sayor Melwin, and my brother's missing, and I would like to hire you to find him.
Oh, yes, of course we can be able to help with that. Would you like any candy? And I go to get some cocoa chews.
You see her eyes widen and her mouth, her jaw drops.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hand her a couple pieces.
Does this hobgoblin look like the hobgoblin I saw in the newspaper? The missing people?
Ooh.
The buzz cut,
That was
two green
mine.
eyes.
Yes, looks very familiar.
Would you say your brother, he has a short hair and green eyes and red skin like yours?
Yeah. Why?
Why, I saw something in the paper about it. Did you see that?
I show her.
Oh, yeah, that's my brother.
That's a good lead then.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that we were able to have a picture for you. You know what, if you want to follow me over here, I can try and get a couple more details, and I look to the rest of the group if you want to try game plan how we go about this so we don't upset this child.
All right, Miss.
Well, shouldn't we wait for Riker, though?
Yeah, we should. Just distract her for now.
Okay.
Eventually, time passes by and Riker walks in and he says,
All right, folks, nothing but...
and you see as he walks in and he looks and he sees this little hobgoblin girl talking to Elxador.
What's going on?
We have a new case, Riker.
Oh, really? Wow, quick turnaround. But what seems to be the issue?
And you see as Sayor starts saying the exact same thing and he goes,
Oh yeah, we will take it. Did you get the information?
Is there any more information, Gail?
No, I believe she told you all what she told me. And Lycan has this lead from this paper, if you'd like to
Yes.
share that. Yes.
Actually, do you have any parents that we can go back? I can bring you back to?
Well, I don't have a dad anymore. But my mommy, she isn't in Chronoman for right now. Fennec takes care of me.
Who's Fennec?
My brother.
Ah, so it's just you two.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Does he do a good job?
Yes, he does. And we write letters to Mommy.
That's wonderful. Do you have a place that you stay at with your brother?
Yeah, I could show you if you want.
Of course, I would love to see that.
Right now?
Yeah, I believe, we have the time for it, right, everyone?
Is this going to be a big endeavor? Because I feel rather spent.
Guys, can we just have like a little...
Yes.
If you need me to watch over her while everyone talks.
Yeah.
You see as
Thank you, Rick.
You do that, DM.
sits over and starts talking to Sayor. You see as they present actually a small little black rose necklace off of their neck and give it to Sayor for a second.
I really don't want to take a child with us if we do take this job. I'm sure there's someone at one of the temples that I've been at would volunteer their time to look after this child.
Well, I mean, I agree. Riker speaks up. I don't think we should take a child on the mission, but if she could show us where she is potentially, that would be good. But she could stay here.
You'd watch her, Riker?
We have beds that we can take care of her with.
Yeah.
Oh, we could probably ask to see, like, who that person who hasn't seen Fennec, ask for their name to put that report in. Let's probably start there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yes, because I don't believe the child would have put in the missing persons case. I mean, I don't. Maybe she did. I'm not really.
Is it possible that we could, rest? I would like to just, focus. I have a lot going on in me, and you see, the lightning bolts and the different things that we've experienced of me casting different stuff is just in my body. I'd like to just, dispel all this.
Of course.
I feel like I could explain to Sayor that we need a little bit of rest, and then we could get to it.
Yeah, in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah. And then bright and early tomorrow morning, we set off. What do you think, Brian?
I say we have to help.
Right.
Maybe you are turning a corner.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, I'll talk with Sayor, and I'll show her where she can stay for tonight, and you guys do what you guys need to do.
All right, everyone. We're having Elxador's famous. Thank you. Elxador's famous chili mac, and I go to the kitchen and.
Oh, perfect. I love this.
You see as Riker goes over and starts talking to Sayor, she has a bit of a hard time accepting.
How late is it?
I mean, it's still, I would say it's probably 3.
3? If no one's opposed to it, I'm fine going off on my own to go ask the authorities, because I don't really need a long rest.
I can come with you.
I like that.
If you want me to go, I can go as well. Nissa speaks up.
Mrs. Stone and Brian, dream team.
So currently, basically, what's happening is Nissa Stone, Sig
Lang,
and Brian Smith. Oh, since somebody decided.
You said Nissa Stone.
Sorry. I said my bad.
It's like one name, just Nissa Stone.
Yeah, it just flows. You see as the three of them start going off, and we'll follow that here in a second. So currently, Elxador is making food. Riker is talking with Sayor and getting her sleeping arrangements for later on. What is Leo going to do?
I want to go up to Lycan. Be like, hey, can I have one of your flowers?
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. She passes it. A blossom.
Try something. I'm gonna go to Sayor. Hey.
You see as she looks at you in wonder. She's the first mechanic she's ever seen up close.
He kind of has a little bit of a blush that goes over, but then it goes away. I know you're probably scared, and that's okay. Fear is a normal thing. That's just what people go through, and you see a little bit of purple pops up and then goes away in his chest. But I will get your brother back, I promise. And you see the flower in his hand. He puts his hand over, and the petals keep switching like a rainbow. Here.
Thank you. You see, she takes it and she looks at it and kind of giggles to herself. Yeah. He's very pretty.
Thanks. And then I look at my hands and I don't know how I did that. And I kind of get up and walk back, and I look towards
As you get up and you start walking back, you feel her hug around your leg.
You see just slowly from the center of his body that expands as pink as he kind of just looks back and puts a hand on her shoulder.
She eventually at some point lets go.
And he keeps walking. That felt good. That felt really good. And he walks outside.
She watches Leo go, and she's gonna look for Riker's keys.
You would see a key belt that he's currently wearing.
She'll come back to that later. She's gonna follow Leo outside. I guess she'd want to go around behind kind of where the back of the building is and root herself and just kind of rest and breathe.
While you are rooted in, can you give me an Arcana check?
10. Yeah.
You feel the warmth of the dirt below. Even with a 10, I won't say you get the full feeling, but something in the moisture, slightly different.
Good different, bad different?
Just different.
Is Leo around?
I probably would be around, yeah.
Oh, the season's changing? DM, what time of year is it?
It is currently still summer.
I don't know.
Okay. She kind of goes back into her rest.
Leo sits down, does his usual crisscross, and puts his hands on his shoulders as they like meld into his body as if he doesn't have arms anymore in his eye. And it's just like a galaxy in his head as all the things in his body kind of pop away. As there's like the flowers that are around him, he has like flowers grow that have like a bioluminescent.
Very cool. Gail, what are you doing in this downtime?
Riker has he gone anywhere, or is he just...
Riker is like has finished up talking with Sayor and has given her like a little room in that like conference room that you guys first met in our Patreon episode, if people want to go check it out. Where it's like the debrief room where there's a nice table. He's put the like sleeping bag on the ground so that she can be in there. It's not nighttime yet, so you see as Sayor's kind of just like playing with some of the toys that Riker's able to pull out and gives them to her, and you can't hear what he says to her. But then he is done and starts going to walk towards his office.
So Gail is going to very hesitantly approach Riker, and in a very heavily accented Gnomish, they're gonna say, "Hello."
You see as he looks around, hi Gail. It Gnomish back to you.
Hello. You're seeing them think very hard because any Gnomish that Gael has picked up on, it's just been from Riker, maybe saying little things to himself. And, you know, the gnomes, we haven't seen them around Chronomancer, so there's not a ton of, record of their language. So it's just very much what Gael has picked up on. So that's why you're going to hear me speak the way I'm about to speak. Riker, I know you care for us, but we want help you too. Did I get that right? They say back in common.
You see as he looks, he just smiles and he says, yes. He's saying it to you in Gnomish. But yes, you got that right. And then he switches back into common. I appreciate it. And I'm always here for you guys. Did something happen?
No, I just wanted you to know that, I suppose. And I guess show off that I've been learning a little bit of your language, and you see the tiniest smile break out over Gail's face, probably the first time you've seen them smile. I'm interested in language, and I haven't really had the opportunity to learn a new one in a while, and I'm sorry, I'm just blabbering on.
No, you're okay. I appreciate the attention to my language. I haven't gotten to speak in Gnomish in a while. So I appreciate it.
Yes, I'm glad that I could do that. I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm good at words. So
yes, I mean, if you ever need me to teach you or anything, I wasn't really ever a teacher with the gnomes, but I know how to speak it, you know.
Gail's eyes open so wide. I would love that.
Oh. Would you like to, now, or?
If you have the time, if it wouldn't be taking anything out of your time, of course.
No, I can play some guide. He kind of shrugs his shoulders and is kind of baffled because he's not used to somebody wanting to learn his language. And he starts sitting down with you and starts going through things like hello and goodbye and just the easy transactions. Yeah. Now we go from the edge of the Eskrick district as we follow Sig, Nissa, and Brian. The three of you are walking towards, I assume, the precinct in the Eskrick district?
Yeah.
Yeah, you find your way to the Eskrick precinct, and you are able to find your way into this finely made building. It's mainly made out of fine wood, and it has metal furnishings that like adorn it to make it look more official. There's like a big symbol, and the symbol that you see is like aquamarine and silver, and you see just a circle within the center is like a small little blue flame, and it reads underneath Eskrick Precinct, a Goshen Watch. And as you walk inside, you see another very similar to what you have, but at a grander scale than what Little Guy Private Eye has. You see an entire lounge, you see desks upon desks that furl out, and you see different glass windows that go into debrief rooms, that go into headquarters and all different types of things like weapons stash, evidence halls and lockers and all these different things. And you see at the front desk is a half-orc man with brimming joy in his eyes, and he has this small scar that goes from right beneath his left eye across the opening of his mouth. And you see Les as he's sitting there. He goes, hey there, guys. Nice to see you. What brings you down to the precinct so soon?
We had some things. Also, Les, did you happen to pick up my rapier and cloak?
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I did. Give me a second. You see as he gets up and he runs back, and he brings a cloak, and you see your rapier. These are quite beauties, right?
I suppose so. Thanks, Les. I really do appreciate it.
Of course, yeah. Anything for you guys, you know?
So, we're looking for Fennec Melrune?
Fennec Melrune, yeah. The guy
the missing person. Yeah, someone just hired us to start looking for him. So if you have any information, I would really love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just check with Callista to make sure I'm not giving you anything I can't give you. Mm-hmm. You know, kind of first day on the job, fully.
Doing great.
Thanks. I'm at this. You see as he gives you a thumbs up and kind of runs back, and you see as he's like talking to Callista, and she like her hair is fully down. It kind of comes down to like right past her shoulders. It's made of orange and yellows and reds, and she has pointed ears with lava-like pupils. As she's like talking to him, she like just gives him the wave away sort of thing, and he comes back. He says, oh yeah, well, so Callista says that absolutely I can tell you the things with this. There's not much, to be honest. All we got in was a letter, and from a dude who came in. He said he was from the Zillianak district, and he works at the Hook, Line, and Drinker.
I see. All right, thank you. Well, that's another lead we could always follow.
Of course.
Do you happen to know where that's at, Les?
Well, if I had any idea, I think that it would be along the outskirts of the Zillianak district itself.
Oh, did you have a description of this guy? That might help.
Kinda looked like just a real old dude, you know, and was had a little bit of patchy facial hair, and was more of a changeling of sorts. I think. I mean, I don't like to judge a book by its cover, you know. He seemed to have some sort of barkeep apron on.
All right.
We be looking for a changeling.
Yeah, something along that line. Seemed to have a little bit paler skin. Had the white eyes normally associated with like no pupils, just white eyes.
Did he give a name?
I don't believe so. I think he just said somebody that was concerned.
All right. I think that was enough. Nissa, am I missing anything?
You see as they take one of their forearms and scratch their chin.
No, I don't believe so. I don't.
Brian, any ideas?
None to really share right now, mate.
All right. Well, Les, fantastic job.
You betcha. You know, if you ever need to come on down, I can give you the information. You see as he like gives another thumbs up and is just a little nervous, hoping he gave you everything you need.
It's a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine, folks. Have a good day. You see as you walk.
Start looking for it. And as we're walking, I'm like, Hey, Brian, I know that, like, I don't really agree with the whole collar thing. And I know, like, a lot of this time isn't yours. So if we finish early, if there's something you really want to do in town, let me know.
Brian, like considers this and, like, it's just, like, kind of a little bit suspicious of it, but also senses that you're probably telling the truth about that. So he's like, okay, thanks, matey.
Yeah, of course.
This is also the first mention of the collar, so what's the dealio with that?
Oh, right. Essentially, for the listeners at home, Brian was caught by the police as a part of, like, a criminal gang type deal, and now he's working with the investigators sort of against his will. So he's wearing this collar that makes it so if he tries to disobey or go away or anything, he gets, like, shocked really hard or some other consequence. Probably a various number of them.
It's like house arrest.
It's mainly like big shocks that can, like, if you go far enough away, it can take you out unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as Brian is within a, like, 200-foot range of another member of Little Guy Private Eye, it doesn't go off.
Yeah.
And Riker has that on his keychain of the thing that keeps the magical effect of Brian and is underneath those certain circumstances.
Oh, he does, doesn't he?
He does.
Interesting.
Oh, heist for later.
Oh, no. So, yeah. You're all heading out. Go ahead and give me a perception or an investigate check.
Oh, I'm definitely going to investigate.
5?
24.
24.
The contrast.
That's the trained investigator versus the guy who's just there.
Yeah, right.
Community service.
To be fair, the other roll was a nat 1.
Fair. So, as you set off into the poorer district of Zelianak, you find your way through the outskirts. This place seems to be very ragged and bare bones compared to a lot of the other districts themselves. The reason behind this being that the people who typically end up here were people who are of lower economic status, and you live in Chronomanther, which is a high silver economy. So a lot of the necessary jobs, but the really low paying jobs, find themselves in the Zelianak district, and a lot of the Lucians, the political families that have that role to play, tend to look down on the Zelians or the people of the Zelianak district because they're more just grunt work and all that sort of stuff. So as you are going through this district, you see just all of these different people, this different walks of life compared to what you're used to. A lot of people just trying, like homeless people just trying to find safety and sanctity where they can. And the houses here are very similar to a natural poorer area that is like the white houses that have like dust all over them, and you know what I mean, like just very
stained.
Yeah, very stained and very crooked or slumped over houses and tents and different things like that. But you eventually find your way to a tavern that has a symbol of a man on a fishing boat, and at the other end of the fishing line on the hook is a tankard that's being reeled in.
Cute.
And you see this building is a dark ash wood that seems to have just been that way over time. It seems like it's one of the older buildings, and you would know that Zelianak was probably one of the first districts to have been made in Chronomanther, so it was at one point a bigger area and had a lot more going on with it, but over time it just hasn't had as much care because there's so many older buildings and stuff like that. They just decided to expand and renew. So that's what you see. You see this very crooked, lurching building, and you see like saloon doors on the front.
Before we head in, I'm gonna. Holy shit!
Whoa!
Wow, that was not on purpose. Oh Jesus! I'm gonna just turn to you, saying, and I'm gonna be like, "All right, matey. If we're looking for a change, then we could be looking for anyone. There's no guarantees here."
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go in there. I know you're great at hiding, so if you want to stick to the sides, and I do a lot of talking, I suppose.
Are we looking for a fight here, mate?
We gotta be prepared for anything, right, Nissa?
I am always prepared for anything, but I doubt we will need to fight. But
I mean, I doubt it, but if you just want to stay, like, nearby...
If you would like me to blend in with the crowd, I can.
Yeah, just blend in, and
what
then...
would you like me to do?
I guess it's really up to you. Do you want to do the talking, or do you want me to do the talking?
You are perfectly fine still.
Okay, then I'll talk.
Nissa? You just be Nissa.
Yeah, just
You see as they move their head. I always was.
All right.
They move one of their hands towards the saloon door and open it for both of them.
Thank you.
Upon walking in, I kind of veer off to the left and blend in with like all the tables full of people. Maybe find like an empty seat somewhere to sit at and overhear the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you both walk in, you see a shabby bar. You see at the far side is the counter of the bar itself, and you see to the left is a bunch of seating where you find yourself and you're able to easily sit down. There's a good amount of people in here. It seems like this is one of the taverns that's most popular, at least in Zilianak, that... Like, though it's popular, it's still shabby. Like, they don't have enough money to renovate or anything like that. To the right, you would see a couple different tables. You see, and you would also see specifically a pair of old ladies who are playing dragon chess against each other. Mm-hmm. And you hear as they get a little loud as one goes, "Ha! I got you this time, sissy." And she, like, moves one across and takes her out. She goes, "Damn it!" as she slams her fist on the table. And across the bar counter, you would see a man who has pale skin, whites in his eyes, and a barkeep apron as he's shining a dusted glass with a torn rag.
I'm just gonna walk up and be like, excuse me, barkeep. I may be absolutely wrong about this, but do you know Fennec Melrune at all?
As soon as you say the name, you see his eyes kind of open.
Yeah, what do you know about Fennec?
Well, that's the issue. I'm kind of asking you what you know about Fennec. He's got a little sister, and she's been asking us to help find him. But yeah, I heard you put in a missing person report, and I thought it would be nice if we could have a chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fennec is a regular around here, and he told me that if he's missing more than 1 to 2 days to let somebody know and be on the lookout for him.
Was there like a certain crowd that he ran with?
I didn't know Fennec outside of the bar, but wherever he was going, whatever he was doing, resulted in a lot of bruises and scars. He had some ability that his mom taught him, he said, that allowed him to make money.
Okay. Did he have some friends here at the bar? Any regulars he talked to frequently?
Yeah, those two.
You see as he points to the two ladies.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, thanks a million. I'll let you know if I find him.
You see as he nods your way and he goes back to shining his glass.
I'm gonna tip him 2 silver.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Of course.
So he grabs it and puts it in his apron.
And I go to the ladies playing dragon chess.
Yeah, you see as one lady's a older half-orc who has like bifocals on and she like can barely see. She's squinting even though like it gives her a bunch of magnification, and she like has like this like shabby like cardigan on that has like a shawl in addition to it that's made out of like yarn. It seems almost like she knit it herself. And then the lady from across is another changeling woman who has white hair and who's definitely older as well, has whites in her eyes, and she has black lips instead. And she has more of like a shawl around her head as she's looking at it very distinctly and trying to make sure she's specifically playing chess the way she needs to.
I'm just gonna watch for a moment. Can I see how well the game's going?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a strange elements check.
Okay. 19?
You can definitely tell that the woman with the bifocals, though she can't see as well, is kicking the other one's butt.
I'm like, got a checkmate in 2.
Don't I know it? As she looks up to you and then moves one piece, and then she looks over across the table, and then the changeling lady goes, "You son of a bitch! Why would you tell her that?
I'm sorry.
You're kicking my ass, and you're giving her tips." This is what I get. This is what I get. And she starts like talking to people around her and all this sort of stuff. And she's like, now, you don't need to get all hostile. I beat you at this no matter what. If somebody tells me, and she goes, no, you don't understand. He's helping you. And I'm like, no, he's not helping me. I already knew how to beat you. Because they start going back and forth.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I was curious if you guys knew a Fennec.
You see, as you say that, they both look up. Yeah, what about Fennec?
Well, I've been I was hired to help find him. I'm part of an investigative company. I was just curious what you guys knew about him. I did talk to the barkeep. He said y'all were friends, or at least you guys talked on the regular. I'm really looking for like what crowd he ran with and like other places he hung out with, so I can get more information about him.
Well, you see as the lady with the bifocals moves the piece. Checkmate. And as the other one loses her shit as she starts ranting and talking to herself, she looks up to you and she goes, well, I believe that that he had a little sister.
The exact one hired us.
Oh, yes, sorry. Hard of hearing, too.
I'm sorry. She hired us.
You see as she reaches down into a bag and she pulls out a brass horn and she puts it in her ear and she says, all right, go ahead.
Okay, so we...
No, I got you whenever I have the horn.
Oh,
she like stops you. Really not.
Okay, I see. So we're just looking for like, what do you know about him? And like where he could be or crowds he hung out with?
Well, I don't know. I know Fennec. And Fennec tells us about some of the troubles he has. The fact that he's with a crowd that he doesn't want. That I do know. But it is his duty. That's what he always goes on about. And something about working for his mother.
Okay.
He doesn't like to go into detail. He says he doesn't want to put us in danger. Like if I need somebody to save me from this. You see as she looks around to the shabby building.
Yeah. So is that... No, I'm not a cop, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't look like it. You see as she looks up to you, no like badge or anything.
I'm just like... So he never said like the name of anything that he was working for? Like just that he was working for his mother?
Yeah, the boy was quite secretive. When he was drunk, he would let some things slip, but that...
Like what? Humor me.
Something about, a drug. Last time he was in here, he was talking about how he could finally be done.
Okay.
That's all he let slip.
Not even the name of the drug, its street name or anything?
No, I'm sorry, Gary. He was good at his secrets.
I see. What about you? What do you know about?
Well, if I wasn't losing over here, I would be able to tell you. But she looks and she says, in no seriousness, as the changeling woman, I don't know anything more than Priscilla over here. Mm-hmm. But I like the boy too. He was a good boy.
Of course.
Strapping young lad, as one would say.
Now, what if I told you I'd buy you both around if you tell me just a little more substance? I can't. There's not enough for me to go off.
You see, as they both look to each other for a second, and then they like whisper to each other as you're like standing next to them. You must have no weight. The one with the bifocals starts leaning over.
How loud are they whispering?
Really loud. You hear. I think maybe we should at least tell him about the journal. You really think that he's gonna want to know anything about the journal, Priscilla? You know, Eugene, there's some times when you need to stop just talking back to me. And like they just keep going back and forth for a second, and then they look back to you. A drink will do.
All right. What do you guys want?
The only thing they have. They look over to the barkeep and they say, on him.
No, on me.
And he brings it over at some point. Mm-hmm. All right, there's a journal.
There's a journal?
He writes in a journal.
Okay. Where?
Find the journal, maybe he wrote some stuff in there.
Is it, do you have any idea of the location?
I know he has a house. I don't know where it is.
Okay.
But that's my best guess. He typically carried the journal wherever he would go. Always writing about something, that boy.
Mm-hmm. Now, what about the drugs?
We truly don't know anything about the drugs. He never let anything slip about it.
Okay. Got a journal in a house. That's enough for me. You ladies have a lovely night. And Priscilla, next time, open with the Dragonborn push. It's gonna defeat her every time.
Are you for real? And as Eugene starts losing her shit as well, they both start going back and forth. And as you start to leave, they go, "Good day, dearie."
Good day.
Yeah, you see as Sig motions forward to leave, and Brian and Nissa walk out as well.
What?
You can go.
I mean, I don't want. If you want to go first, please. No, feel free. I don't.
By all means.
Okay. Did you find anything out, lad?
He probably wasn't hanging out with the best crowd, but we do know that we're gonna see his house tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
And our friends Priscilla and Eugene said something about a journal. If we can find the journal, we can find him. So.
That's a lot of information.
Yeah.
He be in the journal?
No, like everything he's ever done was written in the journal.
Oh.
But
makes more sense.
Apparently he was.
Ask if he'd be in the journal.
I didn't get that.
Did I hear that? Hello?
He's in the
So, not a magic journal then?
No, not a magic journal. Although that would be very cool.
That would be so cool, mate.
crazy adventure.
That would be so cool.
That would be pretty neat.
Someone become an artificer.
I wish I was that good of a writer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I think that's all she wrote for today. And we just head back and go to the house tomorrow, find that journal. Also something about drugs. So I would be prepared for some type of battle, because I feel like drugs are always a crowd that is not friendly. What time is it, DM?
It's probably around, let's say, like, in 6 p.m.
It's 6 p.m. We got 3 more hours of sunlight.
What is there to do?
What is there to do? There's so much for
If
you to do.
anything, I don't know. Is there anything like? Let me think. Is there anything?
Is there a carnival in town?
I was picturing a carnival.
He gets on one of those like coin rides. Like the coin seahorses, but it's a pirate ship.
Just rocking back and forth.
We
come
back with like all those stuffed animals.
Yeah, the ship thing. I know what you asked.
What for entertainment would there be?
There's a lot of different things that you could possibly do. Whether it be eating, whether it be going to see a show, whether it be
Gambling.
No.
Let's go gambling.
I mean, there is a casino, but it's in the Delkirk district.
Oh, sorry, just a bit of indigent.
Acid reflux?
Whichever one comes out.
Yeah,
acid
so
reflux.
there's all different types of things. There's different like merchants that maybe have some carnival games in the streets if you want to go find something like that.
Carnival.
Sig, Nissa, we be going to the carnival. If there is one, you guys know, I've been shut in for a while.
But you know, actually,
Yeah, I'm not sure of a carnival, but like maybe there's some street vendors with games. I mean,
Absolutely.
is there like maybe a temple festival nearby?
I don't know if any of the temples currently are holding
Yeah,
festivals.
a lot of them do summer festivals.
It be the summer.
It do be the summer.
It's the most Heath thing you've said.
Perhaps there is a festival nearby. Maybe we go look.
Yeah, let's just walk around for a while. I think we can
Yes.
find something.
You all start heading off. Give me perception checks.
Absolutely.
That's like a +0 advantage roll. 16.
8.
16 either way.
I'm so
Okay,
excited.
I would say, with a 16, you are able to find sorry. I would say, as you are going through the Zillionac district, you're walking through, and at one point you walk to an alleyway, And in the alleyway, you see a dude who just has like a top hat on that's slightly crooked. He has like a black duster with like
This is the guy.
with like shades on, and it's nighttime. And he like you just hear like as he shifts, there's a bunch of clinking, and next to him is this like one of those like strongman things where it's like a small like metal plate, and then it has an addition where it goes up against the wall, and there's like points, and he's standing there. He's going, if anyone wants to play my game, you can play my game.
My only goal is to win a prize for that little Sayer.
That's what I was gonna
You see as he's like looking around, kind of like almost like drunkenly. You see as you three.
We got the strongest man in
I
town.
won't even make you pay. If you can just.
Think I want to play.
We'll play!
Here's a hammer. You see as he just gives you, it's like this small like sledgehammer.
Pick up the hammer, and I do like the most like performative, like over the head, around in a circle, straight back, slam down on the.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
There's like a little snare
Absolutely.
drum in the background that goes where you're putting
I have a plus 0 athletics. All right.
Here we go.
16.
16. You see as it so I'll say that it gets up like right before the bell. You see as it and slams back down, and it gets to about around the like 500 point zone.
Well, for that amount of pointage, you can take one of these vials.
You see as he opens his trench coat, and on the side of it, you see just a bunch of tiny like vials
Yeah, kid, that's the kid.
of different like liquids, and like the one he points to is like the top row as you see this twine rope that is just like dangling onto these 4 different types of vials. One has a purple liquid, one has a black liquid, one has a red one, and one has a gold one.
Check the nutrition label.
Do you know what they do before I pick?
I typically just drink it and find out.
He just like looks to you, just like doesn't make sense. Why would he check it?
Yarg. I be wanting the gold one.
Alrighty, I got this one from a little dude. He had fun. That one's a fun one.
Ooh, I think it's my turn to try,
Thanks, love.
right? Can I get a go, kind sir?
Yeah, you can try.
Oh, perfect. My turn.
Like looks down.
There's so many little dudes. What do you mean?
Oh my god. Little dude, wait!
It's Riker! It's Sayer!
It's the whole time.
You suckers! Go ahead and roll your athletics.
That's cocked. It's cocked. It's cocked. It's cocked. It's cocked.
It's way worse.
That's
cocked.
18.
18. I will say with an 18, you see as it ding, hits. And you see as he goes,
Alright. You get to choose from this one.
as he like slowly motions like he's one of the Deal or No Deal girls. and you see the exact same 4 liquids on the other side.
Sir, you don't have like any stuffed animals?
Does it look like I have stuff in it?
I don't. Do I?
Unless you want
This one. And he starts grabbing towards his pants.
Oh dear.
Give me the black one. Give me the black one.
the back one.
He grabs it and he gives it to you. Good move.
Nissa, do you want to go?
I'm quite alright.
I be taking this turn.
That's not how it works. This is one try boy.
Come on, Nissa.
Alright.
Please.
Nissa. Maybe you want to do this.
I feel
Please.
On the cup, whenever you
Please.
And actually, by the way, Annika's here. You just see, I forgot because Nissa always travels with Annika, so you would see this big black cat-like creature behind, and Nissa just gets off the top of Annika.
Meow.
Yes, that is canonically is canonically what Annika sounds like. Let me see what athletics. It's a -1. God, 11. You see them?
Oh no.
They slam down, and it goes only up to like the 250 yard. I tried my best. You see as the dude goes, doesn't get anything.
Oh.
Carney, Annika be getting a turn. Me?
You see as he looks to the beast. No.
I'm sorry, Annika. We're trying.
Scram. You see as he starts like shooing you away with his arms.
Okay.
See. What about the stuffed animal in his pants?
It's not an animal.
Oh,
right.
It's not worth it. Oh, it's not. Is it?
You could look if you want, but I'm not into that.
You see as Nissa starts moving you both along throughout the streets. Right. It's not a stuffed animal.
Wow.
So eventually,
What is it? It's his penis.
you eventually.
Can we please stop at a store just to get a stuffed animal?
Yes, you can stop at a store. It costs like 2 silver.
All right, till silver gold.
It's a little gremlin.
Yeah, you can find a little grimalkin. So.
Yeah, I bought a little gremlin stuffed animal.
Yeah, you see this one's has like gray and like dark gray fur streaks.
Does Annika react to it at all?
Annika sort of like goes up and sniffs it for a second. All right, yeah, you guys eventually make your way back to Little Guy Private Eye with a Grimmelkin stuffed animal.
I open the door just like Auxidor does. Riker!
It slams and you walk in. You see as he walks out of his office. Yes.
I got a pretty good lead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
All right. Anyway.
How about that party?
How did
No.
You see as Riker's.
What do you mean?
I just I went to the Zelenak district after I talked to Les at our favorite little institution, and then I ran over to Zelenak. He said to stop at a bar called Hook, Line, and Drinker, talk to some people, and we're looking specifically for a journal. That should, apparently in his house or somewhere nearby, there should be a journal.
That's a lot more information.
Main goal is
Absolutely.
journal.
Very good.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, also, where's Sayor?
Sayer's in the debrief room.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
You see as he just goes back into doing his stuff. It's gonna be later. It's starting to get around 8 p.m.
I think dinner would be served.
Yeah, you smell the sweet scent of chili mac as
I make
it,
mean chili mac.
fills throughout the room itself.
Right. All right, as like we're up, I'm around your shoulder. We're walking. I open the door and I just like, I just put the stuffed animal in your hands, and then I push you in the room.
You see as Sayor is using her fingers to pretend like she's like playing with like 2 little dolls, to like say like, oh no, I did like all these different things going back and forth. And she sees as you come in. Oh, hello.
And I look back at the door that kind of like
give her
closed
the
behind
animal.
me.
Give her the animal.
Okay. Hello, little lass.
Hello.
You see she like kind of smiles and sits up a little.
How are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing all right. I'm sitting here playing.
Right.
You see she like looks at you with her big eyes.
Cool. I have something for you.
For me?
Yeah, it's a little kitty cat, I think.
Oh, are you sure?
It's a Grimmelkin.
It's a Grimmelkin. It's a little Grimmelkin stuffed animal.
Thanks.
You see she grabs it and holds it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know that little kids like you appreciate stuffed animals like that, I guess.
Yes. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tell her we're gonna find her brother.
Shush. Look.
See that she looks confused. Like what?
I know.
What?
I know you'd probably be worried about your brother, I would say.
Yeah.
see as she kind of looks off.
Right. Trust me, I understand. I can imagine my sister probably feels the same about me.
What's your sister like?
She's a lot like you, actually. Very
like me?
small.
I'm small. Yes.
Yeah. Look, you probably have nothing to worry about. All big brothers go home eventually. I know. I'll make it back someday. But we're gonna find him, right?
Okay.
You need not worry.
Thank you.
You see as she walks up and hugs your leg.
And I put my hand on her back and just pat.
And she nuzzles her head into your leg and kind of just stands there for 5 minutes.
You'll be alright, Sayor. It'll be fine.
Thanks.
And if you're ever not feeling fine, just give that little kitty cat a little squeeze.
Alright.
And you'll know that your brother's out there and cares.
Yeah.
You see as she smiles and she kind of holds on to it.
I'm sure he's sorry that he's missing.
Well, I hope that you can see your sister sometime soon.
Yeah, me too, lass. Me too. Anyway, enjoy the Grimalkin.
I will. You want to play with me?
Yeah, sure. We can play.
All right. This is how we played.
And you see as she starts trying to lead you around the room, playing a pretend game that she's created. And Elxidor comes out with chili mac in hand for everyone.
Oh yeah. All right, everyone. Time to eat, I say in Gnomish.
Oh, time to eat.
Here's Andy. As he comes out, he runs.
What'd you say?
Time to eat, I say in Gnomish.
You just say, I say in Gnomish?
In Gnomish?
No, I say it in Gnomish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
It's time that we eat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Time to eat. Oh, cool.
It's time to eat.
Oh! You hungry, little lass?
Dinner.
You see as she grabs your hand and starts leading.
Okay. That's
Yeah. And then as part of my chef feature, you guys can eat this and gain 3 temporary hit points.
Ooh, temp HP.
And we'll say that this goes through till after the long rest, since you guys will be taking a
Yeah, for the start of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. I don't know. This is kind of weird, the chef thing, because there's I can make some snacks that during a short rest. Yeah. So maybe we can adjust this for on the road
we can
snacks.
adjust it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so does anyone else want to do anything before you take a long rest?
Yeah. Does anyone want to play a round of Bangu?
What's that?
Bangu.
What is Bangu?
Oh, it's this wonderful game I learned in Zillenak District. Do we have time for a quick game?
Yes, we have time for
Okay. Who wants to join? You're gonna need 4d6.
I'll watch. What is it?
All right.
Would you like to play, Sayor?
Sure.
Could I borrow some d6s?
How many you need? Grab some dice. I will grab some
Get a
dice.
little one.
Add a little one.
For the child.
Yeah. All right. So you're gonna take your 4 dice. What you're gonna do is that you're gonna
Is this the Pirates of the Caribbean game?
No, but it's kind of based off that a bit. So what you're gonna do is roll 46 and keep them hidden. Then what you're gonna do, pick 1 out of the 4 that you don't want to use and reveal the dice on the table in front of you. This is a game where you want the highest amount of dice.
So place it on the table in front of us.
Yeah.
The one that we don't.
Place-
That you
place the
don't
one.
that you don't want. So you want to have the most the highest number possible out of your 3 dice.
Got it. Okay.
In front of, so everyone can see it?
Yeah, so everyone can see what you just threw away.
Yes. What's basically it's we're gonna start betting poker style. So if you want to throw in bets, but essentially what happens from here is that the person with the highest dice that they put out in front of them gets to go first and place their bets, and then we start working clockwise. And once the bets are settled, you're going to reveal your 3 hidden dice, and the person with the highest score wins. Yeah.
Sayor puts in one of her small candies that you gave her as her.
Yes.
Can we play with candy?
Yes, we can play with candies.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Personally.
Everyone puts in a candy.
Okay. So who put the highest?
I put in a 4.
4? Is that the highest number?
I believe so.
All right. So how many candies do you bet?
How many do I have?
A whole 175 pieces. 175 pieces.
Everyone's candy.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like.
Let's say 10.
10. Okay.
Yeah.
In like the most like cocky way possible, I just go all in and I shove all the candies into the middle. Wow.
And then goes clockwise. So for you.
And he puts like 1 in.
This is very character-based.
I bet 6.
Gaia looks so lost. You could probably, if you're more insightful, could probably pick up that they don't play games very often, if ever. And so they very hesitantly like put 1 in because they're have not quite been able to follow the rules, but they saw that Leo did that. So.
Do you have good numbers? If you have good numbers, then you should put in more. But if you've like bad numbers, high numbers,
makes them good?
High numbers.
She peeks a little bit.
Oh yeah, I would bet more than that.
Okay, they're gonna push. Yeah, 4 was it. They're gonna push 4 into the center.
Mm-hmm.
You see as Sayor, wide-eyed, looks to Brian. Always.
Alright. I put in 6 as well. Sayors.
You see as she waves. You see as she waves and saying
Just standing there, menacingly.
I'm not playing this game.
I was just asking.
Anyways, let's go with 7.
Ooh. Alright. Now, Brian, reveal your number.
2 4s and a 5. 13.
And then Leo from there.
5s.
15.
What?
I have 16, 2 5s and a 6.
I have 14, which is not as good.
I have 12. You see as she raises them.
I also have 12.
Twinsies.
Yeah.
I have 15.
Oh wait. That means oh no, I do win. Right?
You did it.
Yeah.
Cool.
You won. And then pass all the candy to you.
I don't really eat I don't eat though.
So well. That was crazy.
I don't eat though, so if someone else wants some, they can have some, because I don't really eat.
She has Sayor.
Just point towards Sayor.
Sayor just looks off into the distance.
Wait, did you say... Wait, hold on. I would like look at her like, wait. And then like, with my hand, I change the dice numbers to be all 6s on hers.
Ooh.
What was your number again?
18.
Here, I guess we've got a winner then.
Yeah.
Here you go.
See as she meekly reaches over and takes them and just puts them in front of her and slowly eats bit by bit. And as you close the night, you all end up falling asleep and you wait for another day. Take a long rest.
Long rest.
So, the sun begins to rise and light rays begin to seep in through the windows. You all wake up and you see as Sayor is kind of like laying against Annika, as like you see this big cat wrapped around Annika. And you're all able to wake up and eat the leftovers of the chili mac in the morning.
We love leftovers.
Oh yeah. And you wake up and you're ready for another day.
All right. Well, Sayor, are you ready to go to your house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
All
See,
right.
she smiles and gets ready to leave.
Alrighty, and then I, get all my stuff ready and do a couple road snacks along the way.
Nobody needs to do anything before they leave?
Did Sig, I'm just assuming Sig relayed everything that you learned.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even
Did a little debrief in the morning.
even those vials?
Not the file.
Not the vials. Okay.
Did you take another look at the vial that you have, or did you not?
I would love to take another look at the vial.
A little taste too.
I would say, Brian, in the nighttime, as everyone was falling asleep, you were able to, as you're like setting up your like pillow behind you, you're able to look at it. And this vial is different than those other ones that dude had. The other ones were glass vials, but this one is specifically metallic. It's silver, and in the center of it, it has a glass vial. At the bottom of the metal vial itself, where like the liquid is, like in the center of the liquids there, it's gold, and you see like motes of blue light that spark and flicker within, and you see a syringe head at the bottom of it.
So intriguing.
Yeah.
I really want to know what it does, but I think the only way to do that is by tasting it or injecting it, and I don't want to do either of those. So
Can I smell mine?
Oh yeah, the black ichor.
Give it a
it's
waft.
online as well. So
Yeah.
anything?
You can't open it. It doesn't actually.
It's just the.
It seems like you could press down on it and you could inject it.
Okay.
But it does not seem openable.
Just smell it.
But for Sig, in the nighttime or in the beginning, give me a perception check.
Sniff.
It's a 9.
You uncork it and you sniff it, and it almost smells. Your character wouldn't know what this scent is, but it almost smells like a marker,
Like ink.
almost like
alcohol.
Yeah, like alcoholic ink. Yes.
Okay, so it just kind of smells alcoholic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Save this for a fun night. Yeah.
That's all I got.
Sig, what do you think? Like, this is off to the side. What do you think the possibility is that? I mean, I know she means well, probably, but that maybe Sayor's been told for us to go find the brother. What if the brother's hiding for a reason? You were saying he was trying to escape.
I feel like it was an escape the business is what they kind of meant. I'm not entirely sure.
So what if the business told her to go?
Well, he did work for his mother. I'm not saying it's not a possibility. Just remember, we're not going in guns blazing, but like keep the barrels hot. Guns don't exist.
These bad boys do.
No, guns do not exist in this world.
Excellent.
Well, keep the bows strong.
I understood that reference.
So, once more, you all set off, this time following Sayor to the left of your humble headquarters, into the city's poorest district, Zillianak. Known for its lackluster appearance, Zillianak is a place of essential jobs and poor wages, as I've said before. Over time, this district and its people have slowly been subject to stigma. The higher classes mock and loathe those who live in its streets, more commonly referred to as Zealites. As you walk through the streets, you see scraggled strangers and homeless people sprawled out in the shade of alleyways. Eventually, you pass through a broken fence that reads 612. You all look to see a decaying house, crooked and hollow, with old support beams and a thatch roof. You see as Sayor guides you in with a smile, proud of her home. Everyone roll a perception check for me.
Okay, I don't know if this will change anything, but I'd like to use my divine sense.
Okay.
To detect good and evil.
You don't detect either.
Awesome.
Dirty 20.
I got a 19.
22.
18.
Dirty 20.
Wow, so pretty much everyone sees as you look to the doorframe, you see it strangely has been left ajar.
Say it.
Yeah.
Maybe you might want to hang back a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is my home.
Yeah. When was the last time you were here?
Yesterday.
All right, and no one else was with you, or did you make sure to shut the door on your way out?
I always make sure to shut the door on my way out.
Wonderful.
Okay, I'm gonna activate my Crimson Right.
Okay. You activate your Crimson Right, you see as your tattoos light up orange. And you hear the voice in your head.
Oh.
Is it time?
No.
Would you like it?
No.
Is it too soon?
Yeah. God.
Just to be safe, I'm gonna go. Everyone, back up, just in case this thing's like a trap or something. And Leo's gonna like hold out his arm, Be like, yeah, and he like slices his hand off, and then his hand comes back. I'm gonna use Mage Hand.
That is so awesome.
That's amazing.
That's really smart.
And it's like my hand is here, the other one's there, and as I move it, the other one moves.
That's cool.
It's been a while since I've done this. All right, I'm gonna open the door just in case something's bad. I'm pushing the hand forward. I'm gonna push the door open.
You see as the other hand slowly pushes forward, almost like thrusters at its back.
Mm-hmm.
And it opens. Don't see anything other than 2 chairs that have been kicked over and a dining room table.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna sneak to the back of the group, take off my little trench coat and my hat, bring down the undercap, put the goggles on, bandana up, and just like kickflip up to the like top.
Kickflip?
Something. Find a way to a top story, like second story window, and just sneak on in without anyone noticing. Hopefully, with luck.
In this building?
In this building.
This building's only 1 floor.
Okay, then I'll sneak into a window on the first floor.
Okay, you need to give me a stealth check.
Absolutely.
Yes.
No. Yeah, you got it. Don't even worry about it.
You have to try and beat Lycan's passive perception.
What's your passive perception?
18.
As is mine.
Well, I have a +9 stealth, so that is a 14 + 9, 23.
Yeah, 23. You easily slip back, and you are able to round to the back, and you find a window.
I open that bitch up. and sneak on in as quietly and stealthily as possible to kind of scope out what's going on in here.
Yeah, so the window that you found seems to be to another room. You open it, and as you do, you look inside, you see a bed beneath where the window is. To the right is a small desk that seems to have a couple of empty vials and 2 open drawers. To the left, you see on the walls crude drawings of what looks to be a small hobgoblin holding hands with a taller hobgoblin.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna land softly on the bed.
You are super able to lightly get around the bed. You see as like the bed itself has covers and stuff, but it has like thatch and hay in the center of it to keep some sort of fluff to it.
Are there any like sounds I can hear of someone being in the building?
Give me a perception.
Absolutely.
I walk in.
Yeah.
I'll take the first steps in.
Okay.
But I'll let that go on first.
14. You hear footsteps not in the room you're in, but outside of this room. And as that's happening, you are walking in, and you walk in to see. As you enter, you see the room before you has a small fireplace extinguished with visible dull orange ashes to the left, and a meek kitchenette to the right. In the center of the room lies a pair of rickety kicked-over chairs accompanied by a round wooden table with an array of fork and knife marks etching its edges. You would see on the back wall is a door that's shut.
I'd probably look over to the fireplace, and you said it was orange, like there's some embers?
There are some embers. Not a flame, but maybe recent.
Yeah, Sayor, did you make this fire?
No, I haven't been back here since yesterday.
Was there a fire then?
No, I don't know how to make a fire.
Okay. Could you we're gonna keep you with us while the rest of us search the house, but do you think we could find a journal that your brother had? Or did he like to write a lot?
Yeah, Fennec always wrote whenever he would be home.
Awesome. Where's his room?
Right there. It's our room.
You see as she points to it and the door is closed.
Okay.
Is that where I'm at?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I hear them from?
Yeah, you can hear it. It's like, cool.
Well, I'm walking towards the door.
I'm gonna open the door.
Punch him in the chest.
I'm gonna open
Brian?
the door. And one of my fingers is gonna be up to my mouth telling them to be quiet because I can hear the footsteps in the other.
The footsteps and stuff.
Oh. Well, I'm still gonna do it. I'm like, guys, I think there'd be someone in here.
That's us.
What?
I hope the mics picked that up.
I don't know if the mics picked it up, but there are people walking around us.
Yeah.
That's too good.
Without realizing, I'm gonna just tap on Sayor's shoulder and be like, just make sure you stay safe. And as I do, I cast mage armor, as they have like a pearlescent like glow off of them, the same glow that I kind of imbued.
On Sayor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you see as she looks at, oh, I'm whiting up, and she starts like looking down towards the armor spreading across her body.
Yeah, where for this living room, where are there windows? Where are the windows?
Yeah, so there's a window to the left that there's only that window to the left, and it's like kind of rickety. If you were trying to move it, it seems like it would kind of give you a hard time. But it's shut. Okay,
let's move her towards the kitchen, away from windows, and just keep her safe there.
Okay. You see as she walks over and she sits next to the little kitchen.
I could stay with her.
All right.
Is that back door locked?
Yeah. How'd you get in?
And I just like glance around the group a little bit, and I go,
It was a creative entrance.
Yeah. What did any of you happen to pick up me hat and coat outside, or?
Wait, this is why? What?
You didn't tell any of us that you were doing that.
Right. Yeah.
Hold on.
Should
And then I use my hand, and my hand goes outside, and it carries it in.
Yeah, you see as it.
I wanted to make sure it was a safe entry and there was no one in here. I say as I put back on all my stuff and de-stealthify myself.
Very good thinking, right?
Oh, so,
very well done.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. So you can cast magic where some of your clothes items just disappear off of you.
I was being facetious before.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, that's a big word.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it like in a mean way.
No, I mean,
I just meant it.
Okay, you think that I'm an idiot or something?
No, I don't. No, Brian, I don't think you're right.
The insurance completely
I don't
works.
know
He is
if this
very
is-
awkward.
I don't know if this.
Anyways, I'm gonna go through that.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna go through that door now.
Yeah, let's just go back into the
Yeah, so you go into this other room and you see to the left, now that you're looking at it from a different angle, to the left of the bed there is a small desk that seems to have a couple empty vials and 2 open drawers. And then on the right wall you see all of these different crude drawings of a small hobgoblin.
Can I give those vials a sniff?
Yes, you can. Investigation.
Okay. 17.
Okay, as you're giving them a sniff, you don't recognize any of the scents.
Is there a book in the desk?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check if you're looking at the desk.
My investigation's +2.
I also have +2.
Okay, so we can both just roll, or
let me.
Yeah, and then I'll
like, yeah, Mr.
and I'll cast guidance on both of us.
Oh, I don't need that. That's a 21.
19.
Yeah, you see as you are starting to sift through the desk itself, you see that these drawers have already been opened. Like they've been left open. Like somebody was looking for something.
Ooh.
And you like start looking underneath where the drawers are and stuff, and you find a button on the bottom side of the drawer.
I take a little like quill or something, like a writing utensil.
Yep, you see as you like kind of twist it a little,
This is just like from Death Note. It's a really cool. Oh wait, that might be copyright.
It's fine to mention it.
Yeah.
Definitely
How dare you mention
Might be like
show.
Dead Book. Yeah, it's It's just from this awesome book series called Dead Book.
You're allowed to say Dead Note.
No, I know.
I like Dead Book.
Dead Book. Dead paper.
Oh my God, is that the spider slugger?
Pat Parker? Is that you?
Oh my gosh.
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
you take this small little quill, you twist it. You see as it pops up.
Awesome. And then I undo the hidden compartment.
Yeah, you're able to undo the hidden compartment, and you find a leather-bound journal.
Yeah, I'd start looking through.
Yeah,
What is it?
so as you start looking through, you find you like flip through the pages to see how many. This thing is like full. It is not done, but it is like 3/4 of the way there. And if you look to the last entry, you see frantic writing. And this one says, "Mother, this wasn't meant to be sent, but now I've got no choice. What started as me trying to make sense of it all has become something more urgent you need to know. I'm in too deep with the clan, deeper than I ever wanted to be. It's all falling apart. Sayor needs to be taken care of immediately. Someone has to get her out of here. She should have stayed with you. It's not safe for her anymore. Not with what I've discovered. I figured out how they're making the drug, and it's worse than any of us thought. The blue one. The one we've all been told to trust, he's in on it. He's not just turning a blind eye, he's funding the clan, keeping the whole operation running. They've made some sort of mutual agreement, and when they find out, I know they'll come for me. I don't have any time to explain more. I have to flee before it's too late. Get Sayor out of here before she's caught in the middle. Fine.
Immediately slam the book, and I say, all right, everyone, we need to get out of here right now. And back to Little Guy Private Eye.
As you are running past the fireplace, you spot something glint in the fire. Like in the fireplace area.
I'm gonna go check that out.
Kill the fire. Wait, no, that one was.
You see burned paper in the small embers, and you're able to grab these small pieces of a charred business card.
Ooh.
Is there anything I can make out on the business card?
With a 27, I would say you are able to see that the emblem is very barely visible, but when the pieces are rearranged, they might be able to show you something. You don't have time to
That's a task
do it right now.
yes.
But so you guys, are booking it down, but you know that you would have that.
We're gonna take the. We're gonna be like flying.
Yeah, you're able to fly, so that Sayor's okay.
Cool.
And you make it back.
While I do that, I'm gonna look to Brian. I'm gonna be like, all right. If somehow we get separated, make sure to listen. And as I tap my ear, on your ear, a little blue like wisp that looks like my head just kind of sits there. I cast a message. So now, as long as you're within 120 feet of me, I can communicate with you very clearly.
Can I communicate back? Just you?
Yeah, you can just hear me like in your ear.
Yeah, because you don't have message either.
Oh, wow.
You can't speak back to me, you can just hear me, yeah.
Very cool. I like that flavor of it.
You're just like singing a little song as you fly.
Yeah, like you guys all kind of start booking it, trying to make sure Sayor's safe, and you were able to make it back to the safety of Little Guy Private Eye.
Yeah.
Make it back to the shabby building, are able to walk in.
Yeah, so Sayor, we found out a lot of great information, and with your brother's book, we might be able to track him. Is it okay if you stay with us for a while?
Of course.
Awesome. Is that okay with you, Riker?
Because Riker said, yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I don't know why I wouldn't be.
Awesome. Wonderful. You'll be hanging out with us for a couple of days. And I give the book to the more intelligent people in this group and slide it over to Gael and be like, here you go.
All right. Did you have a chance to read it or anything?
Just the last page. It's very intriguing where in his last journal entry he mentioned very quickly about how things are just upheaving in this involvement that he's been in with these so-called drugs of the vials that we might have found. That might be those. But the rest we should probably give a read.
Well, I can certainly do that.
Did you tell us everything that you read, basically?
Yeah, I would.
It might be a wild guess. What color does the Chancellor usually wear?
Normally the dark aquamarine and like the golds.
And I don't know why, guys, but just in my head, the blue one, like they might be talking about the drug, but it sounds like a person. And I know that the Chancellor wears blue, or at least his family does. That's a wild connection.
That is a wild connection. Do you think the Chancellor of the entire city might be involved?
I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Yes, I speak up. I mean, something to look into, for sure.
Yeah, probably something we wouldn't want to bring to the Agosian Watch or anything that.
No, it's wild. It's crazy. But
yeah.
I'm not a betting man. I just have a hunch, you know?
All right.
Absolutely. You're safe than sorry.
I have a DM question.
Yes.
So we have those vials. I'm wondering if it's possible that Lycan could, almost extract the essence of what it is in some way.
Because there's nothing left in it.
Is there nothing? There's no residue or anything?
So you would see slight, liquid of yellow. Mm-hmm. I mean, you have to tell me what you're doing with those vials.
Right. I mean, my thought would be she kind of it's almost like how a root will absorb the liquid, and then she would try to suss out what it's made of to some degree, but I don't know if that's within my wheelhouse, really, to do.
No, that's perfectly fine. Okay. You can try it.
Sounds a whole lot like drinking it, though.
A little worried about that one.
Yeah.
But given that my, sigils are poison and earth, I kind of feel like she'd have the ability to, get a sense of what it is, but also maybe know what about it causes problems.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like make a rune?
Go for it. I think just go for it.
I'll just call it extract elements, and Lycan's gonna think for a minute and kind of carve into the side of her finger with her chisel.
Please be careful.
You seen me do this before?
Yeah, you don't know what the liquid can do.
I have lesser restoration if anything happens.
Okay.
Do you don't think it's a good idea?
I don't know, and that's terrifying.
Well, you're here. It'll be okay.
Okay.
And she draws like a little squiggle and another little squiggle, and the sap kind of leaks, and she takes the vial, which is probably large in her hands, and like runs it along the edge of the glass, and like kind of lets the liquid get absorbed into her, and like tries to feel it out.
So as you start to absorb
That's such a bad
this
idea.
liquid, everyone else around Lycan sees as Lycan, your eyes start to widen, and Lycan, you start to feel jittery.
Okay.
It's almost like a shot of adrenaline has been shot in your body. For a second, you feel like you could run a marathon. And you, in this moment, feel like the universe will help you.
Whoa.
And for just because it's a small amount, you have this for like a minute, and then and as soon as it wears off, you feel like your eyes come back down, and you feel almost alone.
Was it for a literal minute, or like it was
for like a literal minute?
Okay.
This is why you don't take drugs, kids.
I think she would have literally. I think she literally would have burrowed into the ground and like burrowed herself into the ground and just been like kicking in the.
Yeah, you
Like-
see as she runs outside and starts burrowing.
Yes.
What do you do?
Ooh, the dirt's so fun! The dirt's so fun! The dirt's so fun! The dirt's so fun!
Yes, keep going for it, and then
Oh my
it
God.
eventually wears off, and you're just in the dirt.
I want a hug. I have a hug, please. Everything's so sad. And the world's so sad.
He's like orange and
so
then pink and orange and pink
lonely.
and orange and pink, and then he puts his arms around you.
And then it feels normal.
Well, I feel better now. Thank you.
That's so cool. He's like, it is so apparent orange and glowy. He's like, yeah, back home.
Are you okay?
I'm great. Yeah. And
Was
there's
I able
this,
to
like,
ascertain anything?
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
It's like a mole from Atlantis. He's like, yeah.
It was an 8, Haven. It was an
Dice
8.
jail. We pump. I don't know. Help.
So I roll again?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
count back.
And guidance.
Okay. 17.
With a 17, I'll tell you multiple things. I'll tell you something that's mechanically what it does.
Okay.
And I'll tell you something that is arcanically what it does. So arcane wise, you can tell that this drug has the limited ability to increase whoever ingests it. It increases their ability to accept luck into their life.
Okay.
So then mechanically, if somebody were... So based off the fact that you had a small drop and you did that for a minute...
Right.
You think if somebody were to have this full amount, that they would feel like that for approximately 2 hours.
Whoa.
I'm fine, everyone! But, yeah, so probably bad if someone who has bad intentions has that, though, because I think it would last for a long time and make them feel unstoppable. That's about all I could get, though.
Okay.
Yes, Kaya.
Could it be safe to assume that I got this journal and I've been reading through more of it whilst this is going on?
Yeah.
Is there anything I could ascertain from... I'm just starting from the beginning, and Gail reads fast, within reason.
Absolutely.
So.
Absolutely. I would say as you look through the rest of the journal, you can tell that he was researching and deep diving into what he calls or refers to just as the clan. And that there is a headquarters. He has not been revealed as to where exactly it is. But in the more recent entries, he says that he has found it and he will figure out what the drug does and how it's fully made. Another thing that he mentions is, now that I've been a part of this for 5 years, I've started to learn more. And he goes on to say something along the lines of, I believe that the way that this drug has been transmitted through the clan is through the runners within the streets. There's multiple and it's hard to keep track of them, but you would know them when you see them.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have these pieces of the business card.
Yes. I've looked through all of that. Would I also... Yeah, I mean, y'all are off doing things. Gale's in a corner.
Yeah.
Living in their own world.
Go ahead and roll an intelligence check to reassemble it.
Can I actually be with you? That way I can offer some help.
Absolutely. Check.
Okay. Oh my god, that was really bad. 13.
With a 13, you lucky dog.
Oh, haha.
It's barely visible on the card, but you are able to rearrange the pieces and they resemble a symbol containing cards, dice, and a K written in fine calligraphy. You can give me a history check if you would like to.
I would love to give you a history check. So, I got a 15.
Man, you are beating my DCs just perfectly.
I know. Thank God for my +7 in history.
Real. You would know that this symbol resembles that of Kilmooly Casino. You would know that Kilmooly Casino is to be known as the hub and center of all of Chronomancer's games of Elder Blast, the competitive sport that has seen a great increase in popularity due to its intense action and its reliance on various mounts for key strategic plays and other betting-based games that can be found in the Delcrook district. Delcrook is spelled Delcrook. Many of its visitors come from high-income families, whether they be Lucians, Gold Leafs, Lucians being political powers, Gold Leafs being those who are rich but use their powers to help the community around them, thieves, or vintners. That's what you know.
Trying to remember back to when you mentioned Elder Blast in the Patreon episode.
Yeah, I think they said a similar thing.
I looked through my notes and it's not in there. I didn't write it down. No, but there was a person who was playing it.
There was?
Erna played.
Ena, the youngest.
She played Elder Blast.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, the Mr. Dunsley, the Dunsleys maybe? Or is that who sent it?
The Elicas.
Dunsley is the husband. So, Gales put this all together. You see them further brow, and they look up and they said, has anyone heard of Elder Blast?
I
Sounds like a
outside of this
condition.
game. Oops, sorry. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's a sort of high-action betting game. I don't know exactly that much about how it is played, but it is enjoyed by sort of upper-class bettors and focused usually around this Kilmooly Casino. And I believe they have left their business card, they say, sliding the pieces of the business card back together to make that symbol visible to everyone, in our dear friend's home.
Can I roll a history check on how much I know about that?
Yeah, roll a history check. What are you trying to figure out?
Of just like Elder Blast since I've interned with Lucian Moonwhisper to see if I've learned of any stuff like that, or
yeah, just roll the history check.
And then also
roll to see if I read about it.
Yeah, roll history check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So the Lucian Moon Whispers do not actively participate in that game just because that is not what they are about. That game involves a lot of betting at the casino and they are not typically found in that type of scenario.
So Gold Leafs would be involved in that.
So Gold Leafs would be more involved, but a bunch of different Lucians do go there and bet and all of these sort of things. But for the Moon Whispers specifically, they do not partake.
Gotcha. And then how much would I know about Kilmoolys?
You would know that Kilmooly have slowly gotten more and more active within the city of Chronomancer in terms of you see more and more and more and more and more of them, almost like they're a pest.
Well, I suppose that's our lead. I mean, and it appears Fennec was researching the clan, who seems to be at the center of this trade, and located their headquarters but did not write it down, and seemed to want to figure out exactly how this drug was created, and that he was a part of this for 5 years, which means it's been going on for a while. That is what I was able to ascertain.
Do you think we'd be able to find, I look over towards it, like Sayor's mother?
Maybe.
Because Fennec was trying to reach out.
Sayor,
Yes?
where did you say your mother was?
Well, my mother was called to Fayequifa for a meeting with the people she works with. And Buffer works for her.
Is she far away?
Well, to my knowledge, yes.
You would know Fayequifa to be up in the Haran Devrai, which is also known as the Shadow Woods. That is the home to the Kitsune people, who are humanoids with fox ears and fox tails. They have an honor-based system that is, the more tails you have, the more decorated and the more powerful you are, till the point they get to the 9 tails.
It's pretty far.
But yeah, that's what you know. And
she said, yeah, so I think it's pretty far.
No, it is.
Very far.
I don't... We could try going to the casino and pretending to want in.
Yeah.
I mean, the perfect. I think probably the best step would to be to follow his lead, right?
Yeah.
Figure out maybe is he there, or is he, or can we find somebody who does?
And then also maybe trying to find the drugs as well, because now would I know about any of this drug stuff in Zelenak? Nope.
I would say that it was something that started maybe a little after you were fully like a kid.
I gotcha.
So we're going to the casino?
I can stay back here and I can watch Sayor.
Should we leave someone else too?
There be an age limit on this casino? I'd be 17, maybe.
If we're going to a casino, we must not cheat, even if it's to help us get into this drug place. We must obey the law.
Okay.
I'm of the opinion that is the best way to move about the world in general.
Thank you, Gail.
To a pirate, right?
And we did burn down a building. Like,
I
didn't mean to do that.
I'm aware of that.
I also thought that like cheating was the thing you did at casinos. Don't the casinos cheat?
No, they never cheat.
we did cheat the game in front of Sayor. We literally let you. I would have won, really.
I hate to tell you this, Ambassador, but casinos are meant to rob you of your money.
Well, I didn't know that.
That's good to know. You see real right?
Alright, so you guys should get going then.
Yeah, onwards.
Upwards.
You see, as you all set off once more, you filter your way through the alleyways and streets, crossing from district to district, seeing each different walk of life as you trek forth. Eventually, as the sun begins to set on the weary horizon, you make your way to see the Kamuli Casino. Built like that of a coliseum, you see its decadent arches of black and its banners of deep green ever flowing with the horizon painting each of its edges. At its north face, you find an entrance possessing a grand doorway guarded by a dwarven man who has purple sunglasses on with a black dustard accompanied by a hulking man of ice. The Icen Man stands at 8 feet tall and has a name tag on his brown robes that hug tightly across him that reads Gustav. As you all walk up, you see as a golden light kind of like shooting from the doorway, and you see as Gustav moves in front of it, the small dwarven man with the purple sunglasses tips him down and he goes, You got to give the weapons first.
Oh, of course. I release
Clang, clang.
clang, bam, bam. Yeah. So, does that include armor as well?
Armor's fine, but need the weapons.
Interesting.
Okay.
I'll also give my chainmail as well.
Lycan hands over a barbed stick. Its name is Poke.
Leo gives the only hammer that's on like his sash that he's never even used. He's like, okay.
Hand over.
Yeah, what do you don't have an
Nothing to give.
You see as Nissa begrudgingly grabs their collapsible bow and shoves it into the dwarf's chest. You see as Gustav and the dwarf fan outwards and allow you to walk in. As you enter the casino itself, you see it is covered in lavish green carpets and littered with greed. As you see a multitude of games being played on this casino floor. Each table you look to seems more alluring than the last, as you see gold coins and chips spread across each table through the sea of gamblers. There are 3 types of games you see in this general area. Mushroom cart. In this general area, you see command tables. Each person who sits in a seat around the table's eyes roll back into their heads as you see a magical hologram in the center of the table itself, portraying a lengthy track placed in a magical forest as players sled.
Don't read this long. Sorry. Continue.
As its players sled down its slippery floor on top of mushroom caps. 2. Obsidian Jester. In this area, you see tables possessing dark wood and red felt with a dealer at the opposing end of the players. Each player covers 1 card face down as they all shield each other from seeing, as a changeling jumps up and down yelling, "Obsidian Jester, in your face!" Then, the last one, you see a roulette table. As you see a ball...
No fun name for this one?
Nope, no fun name for this one. It says roulette.
No, that's the name. It says roulette table.
Yeah, you see a roulette table, above it, and you see as people are placing bets on just a red or black or a specific number.
Yeah. How crowded would you say the casino is?
Oh, it is packed. It's only the beginning of it. It's probably around 2 p.m.
Would she be able to see anything since she's so short?
No, it is like you can barely even make out mushroom cart.
You just feel she's climbing up you onto your shoulders. So where should we go first? What are you good at?
First of all, a little warning next time would be
sorry. May I climb on you?
Yeah, well, it's too late now. Let's hit the roulette table, I think.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
I get to pat on Leo.
All right, go team.
Yeah, that's okay. Sorry, I was gonna do a cheer.
1, 2, 3.
Staring at all the people around here. He's like the brightest orange you've ever seen, and his eyes are yellow.
Hey,
he's just that's his color right now.
There you go. Hey, Leo, do you want to go to the mushroom cart?
Yes, sure. Do we have no hands on it anymore? Cool.
All right, come on, buddy, old pal.
Okay.
And
pat him on the
as
back.
you all separate in this sea of greed, that is where we will end ourselves.
Hey guys, we wanted to give you a big thank you for listening to this episode. We are so excited to continue the story of this party and share this world with you. Please check out our socials on Instagram, TikTok, and Reddit by searching up Campaign Casters. No spaces, one word, Camp AIGN Casters. Back from the intro, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review on Spotify, Apple Music, or any of our other podcast platforms. If we get 1,000 reviews, we are going to create a poll and have you all choose a 5th edition adventure module for us to speedrun.
Our theme song is Nobody's Hero by Chronophobia. A big shout out to these metalcore nerds for allowing us to use their beautiful music. You can find them on all music platforms, including, but not limited to, Apple Music, iTunes, and Spotify. Our players for this campaign are Heath Chase as Sig Vlang, Jake Taylor as Brian Smith, Adam Fox as Leo, Sophia Conda as Lycan, Ari Bardock Mitchell as Gale, Haven Joseph-Lyon as Nissa Stone, and me, Nicholas Bailey, as Elcador Vernades. Our next episode will be released on November 8th. Additionally, our after talk show that we are going to call Arcane Recovery will be released on November 1st. In this talk show, we talk about our thoughts, feelings, and favorite moments from the past 2 episodes. We are working behind the scenes to create special content for you guys, and we wanted to provide a few episodes on the main feed for your enjoyment. As the campaign progresses, we will look for questions in thread on our Reddit you guys have and answer them in our discussion. Moving forward, we plan to release a Patreon in the coming months, providing one-shots, mini-campaigns, Runecaster content, and more. We've greatly appreciated all the support we've gained, and it's all thanks to you guys.
Lastly, we would like to shout out our editor, Grace Condit, or G Condit, for editing this episode. Until next time, be careful adventuring. If you're tired, come back home.